Cool, so hi everyone, Matt Kelly here. It's been a while. I've had a few comments on my last video saying, dude, 2 months since the last video, that is very, very bad, and I agree that is very, very bad. Truth be told, I have been out fishing. I have attempted to make some more videos for this channel. Unfortunately, not as much luck as I would have hoped. Actually went out last weekend to do my first full overnight trip out in the fiberglass half cabin boat, and I got one shark between the hours of like 4 in the afternoon and about midnight, which sucked, and it was like a little hammerhead like this big. It was terrible. So a little bit of video overlay right now just so you can see what it looks like, but not a good experience. I had planned on creating a lot of video, a lot of content for you guys that night, and on a couple of other trips. It just has not played out that well. So I thought, it's been too long, but I've got some new fishing gear. So listen, I know it's not a fishing vlog, and I know it's not a restoration vlog, but I figure I've got so much new stuff here, I may as well talk through it, talk about what I bought, why I bought it, and what it all is, because it's pretty interesting. So, first things first, a disclaimer, I guess. I'm a pretty big fan of BCF retail stores. I buy a lot of things locally at BCF here in Brisbane, Australia. In fact, in my past videos, I've had guys that actually work for BCF and with BCF shoot videos with me, so mad respect to them. I also was very, very tempted to make this purchase when one day I was on Alibaba, actually on AliExpress, which is essentially a Chinese import site. So you can go and source product in any range of categories all over the world. And just passively browsing out of more curiosity than anything else, sort of started to search for fishing stuff just because obviously it's something I'm interested in. And temptation took hold. I ended up spending a little bit of money, not much, a little bit. And my logic was, let's just see what the quality of the product's like, what it looks like, whether it actually works, and whether it's a good idea to buy some. So I went on this site, on AliExpress. I picked out a couple of random products, and I figure, they've all come here via China over the last couple of weeks. I've kept them all collected up in the packaging, ready to open up, and just see what they look like. So I don't know which one's which right now. I think I know what this one is. So we'll get to that one last, and we'll start here. If this is what I think it is a pack of a bunch of hard body lures. I think it's like 50 something hard body lures that I bought. Variety of colors, styles, shapes, sort of bills for the depth. Yes, it is. Wow. Okay. So as I open it, just literally just packets of lures. Like, wow, there's more than I realized there would be. Gee, look at that. There's like, can you see that? How's that? I don't know. I'll open some up. So basically what I got was, I think it's 56 hard body lures, all different shapes, styles, colors, bills for different depths, everything. So I'm gonna get up my phone here because I think I've got all the prices on my phone so you know exactly what I bought and how much they cost. So this one here is 56 sort of crankbait or hard body lures, 27 US dollars. So for context, that is, I mean, like, we're literally looking at a couple for $1. Like, that's cheap. That is really, really cheap. So I need to get some out, I guess. That would be probably a good idea. First of all, let's go for these bigger ones first. So, first of all, no packaging, no information, no documentation. I have no idea what they're called, whether they've given me I mean, each packet is a different size, but there's no rationale for what they're for or whether they're good quality or anything, obviously. So you can see some, they're sort of of the pack, a fairly medium-sized one, quite fat ones. We've got them, they're a bit more narrow, a bit thinner. We've got them, same again, slightly smaller. And again. And then these ones get interesting. So there's some nice little fat ones. And these, I do not know what these are used for. I look forward to trying them. They are tiny. Sorry about the focus, I know this sucks. Let's get some out. So, start with the big pack first. This is first impressions. I have no idea what these are going to be like. I imagine even if the lure itself feels all right, the hooks are going to be pretty average. They're definitely going to be fairly average. They're not putting high quality hooks in packs that cheap. Feels like it's hard plastic. It feels like the bill sort of moves, a plastic inserted bill. But the lure itself feels solid. So, I mean, it's plastic, but it feels all right. The hardware doesn't feel great. It's very, I mean, that eyelet at the very top there is very, very sort of thin and almost like, I don't know. I feel like that would pull out on anything big, to be totally honest. You'd probably just rip the lure in half. The hooks don't feel good. They do not feel good. They feel like I could probably just bend that with my fingers. Oh, no, maybe not. Probably not. But in saying that, I reckon you're gonna get one fish on it, no problems. If you like this one particularly, you're probably gonna want to replace the hooks. In fact, you're probably gonna want to replace the hooks on all of them, which suddenly makes it not as cost effective as I thought. Or, I mean, still cost effective, but not as cost effective as I thought. I reckon if I was out sort of going for, oh, I don't even know, for anything really, you're probably gonna get your first fish on it fine, but you wouldn't want to weaken it. Those hooks feel very, like, they just feel flimsy. I don't know what it is. They're thick enough, and I can't really bend it with my fingers, but I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's sort of, it is what it is, right? I don't know, it's nice. It's a nice lure. I like that. So they're the biggest ones by the look of it. I'll move down to the next ones. That's interesting. So now we're in different packaging. These are like Ziploc bags. That's cool. So these are actually in sort of specific packets, which is interesting. They feel very similar. In fact, are they the same? No, they're smaller. They're a couple of centimeters shorter. It looks like very similar quality hooks. Probably identical quality hooks. So again, probably gonna be fine for the first fish or not a ridiculous fish. But if you're anything like me, you're probably not a fan of risking losing a good fish because of bad hardware, or even worse, a bad knot, something like that. So if you're a serious fisherman, I can't imagine you're gonna go and buy 56 lures for, what I say that was, 27 US dollars, 28 US dollars. You're probably not gonna be keen to do that. But if you're like me, and a bit of a pundit, a bit of a fan, but not too serious, then maybe it's worth it. It probably is worth it, just to get a bunch of variety and just see how they perform. I don't know, it feels, I mean, they feel all right. Let's move on to some more. There's the quality for you. Try to open the Ziploc bag and the actual bag itself just tears. So that's not ideal. I mean, these are nice, these ones. I actually like these. I can imagine they could perform quite well in the right setting. But, I mean, there's no two that are the same color, which is obviously great. Because it gives you a lot of variety to test and play with. Even the eyes are different, like, and completely different. Like, see there, come on, focus. That camera's not focusing. There you go. You can see there, they're very different, like eyes, lures, qualities. I mean, same size, same hooks, but beyond that, they're all a different style, different everything, which is pretty cool actually. It's cool that they pack in that much variety at, you know, 50 cents each. That's pretty cool. We'll keep going. Here are some that are similar but a bit smaller. I wouldn't mind giving them a try in the canal actually. I reckon you could probably pick up trevally or brim, even some big brim on these. They feel quite good. That's pretty interesting. That's very interesting. All right. Oh, these ones here are clear with like a rattle in them. A couple of balls, little balls in them to make them rattle. Yeah, look at that. So that one there you go. So see that? You see the balls in there? It's got a rattle in it with those couple little bearings in there. So that's pretty cool. I like them. They're like sort of opaque, semi-transparent. Might be good. Won't go through all these because I've still got 2 more to open. This video's already taken too long, so I apologise for that. If you're still here, thank you. Here's another couple here that look good. Like there's nothing wrong with them. They look like they're the right size, right shape. I would use them. I can imagine spending $5 or $10 on one of them. That's pretty cool. It's a bit longer, a bit thinner. Look like these ones have a bit of a dive to them too, with the angle of that. I don't know if you can see that. That bill or that beak on the front. They look good. And finally, the tiny ones. Now, just for context, I want to show you how small these are. That's it in my hand. Like, that is a very, very small lure. It's got one little treble on the back of it. It's got a rattle in it, so I don't even know if the rattle would, I don't know what they'll do. Are these for bass? I don't know what these are for. What would you, no, bass usually fish with bigger lures. I don't know. That is a tiny, tiny, tiny lure. Look at that. That is nothing. That is tiny. My thumbnail is almost as big as a freaking lure. Okay, well that's cool. There's a bunch of them too. Part of me thinks I can see something in the canals taking one of those. I'm not sure. I'm definitely keen to try that and just suss out whether they work or not in this sort of waters. Truth be told, I don't know if any of them are gonna work. They look alright. They feel alright. Like I say, you wouldn't want to catch multiple fish with them. I can't imagine them lasting a long time. But for 56 of them, maybe that's worth it. And then you find one you like, either paint the rest of them all the same, or just order just that one. Could work. All right, let's move along. All right, I know what this is. That's a very squishy package. So these are definitely plastics. Okay, hold on, need a better knife. That'll do it. There we go, yes. Okay, so I ordered soft plastics. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm not a big soft plastic user. In fact, I don't really know how to use them at all. I don't know if these are good. I don't know what size they are. I don't know whether they're scented or not. I imagine they wouldn't be. Surely they wouldn't get through customs and immigration if they were scented, or at least it would be harder to do that. I literally just ordered these on the website and they arrived at my door. So there was no customs clearing or immigration declarations or anything like that. So I'm not sure how that happened. Whoa. That's pretty intense. Ugh. So this is 90 soft plastics for, I think these were like $26, $27, US dollars I'm talking here. They look very like oily, so I'm just gonna hope for a second that, oh no, oh they're individually bagged, that's why, okay cool. So there's 90 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, cool. So 9 little bags. So, oh, they're a lot softer than the usual like gulp plastics that I use. Although I try to use, let's not pretend for 2 seconds I'm a professional because I'm not. They feel very soft and have a lot of movement to them, but they also look very realistic. Wow. Okay, let's like just have a look at that. So that's them there. Like, they're very, very soft. Like I'm barely pushing that. I think there's like an oil or like a lubricant in there to keep them soft. Let's get one out. Ah, yep. That's oily. It's got a pretty strong smell, but I think that's like an oil. These are nice. These are really nice. Look at that. Like that's got a very realistic look about it. I don't know, I reckon these could perform. Like that head, that's a fish. That literally looks like a fish. Huge amount of movement in the tail, obviously. It's plastic, but with the right weighted jig head, that feels good. Wonder why I've never seen anything like this before. And every single one of them is different. Like, every single one of them is completely different. They've all got like a glitter effect to them. All a very different style. Can imagine if you pull that through the water, that would sort of sit flat. These are cool. Wow. Yeah, these are cool. Wow, I really like these. Like, they feel very, very good. And every single one of them is the same size. Like, there is nothing different about them except the color, like across all of them, which is, I guess, cool. I think they're probably about the size that I would use, but they are all completely different colors and different glitters and whatnot. But yeah, that's cool. I like these. I like the plastics. That's awesome. So that's 90 plastics for $26. I mean, if they, I don't know if they work. I have to try a couple of different jig heads with them to see if get that hook up through them and just see how they sort of swim with the weight. So I have to buy a couple of different packets of those to trial them, but that's a thumbs up. I really like those. All right, now, finally. And this is the one that I'm excited about. I know what this is. It's, first of all, it's the worst wrapping job. I can't just made it all the way from China. Like, that is like, just, this is, what is this? Like, are you serious? Sure. Oh look, it's like doubled over. That's terrible. That is bad packaging. And it's got a hole in the package. Are you for real? Come on, all right. Let's hope it's all here. Oh, I can just, all right. No knife required. Yep. I know what this is. Okay, this could be the most ridiculous thing I've ever bought in my life. Just some context here. I saw this, like, do I need a giant flying fish lure? Do I need it? Am I ever gonna troll? Am I ever gonna use it? And at first I was like, no, I do not. In fact, if I was trolling anything right now, I'd probably use one of these little hard bodies here and it'd probably be great, right? That makes sense. God knows why I got carried away, but for $9, got the big ass freaking flying fish you've ever seen in your life. I mean, seriously, that feels unnecessarily large. What on earth am I holding? It actually looks like it could be used for inappropriate purposes. So check that out. That is, I think it's 23 centimeters long. You troll it behind your boat. You're certainly not going to be casting and retrieving because it would be freaking heavy. It's got a hole in the nose for your line to run through, or your trace to run through, or your leader. It's got an insert there for your hook. So the line would come through there, tie your hook there, feed your hook back through, hook through the top. And it came with a hook. So that'll give us some context on how you actually use this. What the hell? That is certainly bigger than anything I've ever used before. That's a ridiculous hook. Like, what is that even made of? Like, that's insane. So, you can imagine that being inside there. That's what we're dealing with. So hook feeds up onto the inside. Oh yeah, that'll work. Hook gets inserted in towards the head. Obviously the barb comes back through. I guess it would work. I don't know when I would ever use this. I can't imagine I'm gonna be catching anything big enough to take a bite out of that. Maybe a big tuna, but is anyone catching tuna off the surface like that? Maybe they are, I don't know. I've never seen that from a boat, but like trolling, but maybe they would. It's pretty cool. It feels like it's got a very, like, the wings have enough movement in them that I feel like on the water, so getting pulled on the surface, it would have some good movement. It's got some good color, so I'd imagine you'd see it if you were cruising along there looking for bait fish. Maybe I just got to put this on the big TLD 25, troll it behind the boat, go for a long drive, and just see what happens. Probably nothing, but tell you what, if it's big enough to take a bite out of that, I want to fight that fish. That would be a very entertaining fight. Probably quite draining, because that is a big hook. I don't think I've got line heavy enough to justify that hook, but that's neither here nor there. Oh well, there you have it. I'll have to think about how we use that, but that is pretty cool. if nothing else, I think I like it. It's massive, like that's as big as my, well, I was gonna say big as my face, but it's at least bigger than my nose. So anyway, that's pretty cool. I like that. Awesome. So from here, what the hell do we do next? I don't think I want to try some of these out. I think a few of them are gonna be for the surf ski or the kayak and do some canal fishing and see if we can get some brim on some of these hard bodies. I've seen videos, there's guys on YouTube, in fact there's a dude watching this probably right now who is a legend. I've seen him catch a bunch of cool fish in everyday canals, and I reckon that's what some of these lures are going to be good for, is some of the plastic, some of the hard bodies, is trialing them there. Certainly not going to be trialing this in that setting. That seems like that would probably be a bit ridiculous, but that's probably my first point of call. I would love to say I'm going to make more videos for you, but I'm not going to do it unless I'm catching cool fish, because that's just boring content, like if you made it this far in this video, like you got right now, so I apologize for that. But yeah, let's see how we go. Let's get them out in the water. Let's get the GoPro running and try and record a few videos with all of this stuff and see what happens. I'm not condoning for 2 seconds buying cheap, crappy equipment. Like I said, most people do not want to leave the gear to chance, right? We invest in good rods, good reels, good line. We tie the right knots because, again, you don't want to be the reason why you lose the fish. Right? If you get sharked, if you get something else, that's a different issue. But you don't want it to be because you tied a bad knot or you bought bad gear. This is probably bad gear. But like I say, I got carried away. Worth the experiment, right? Didn't spend much money and got, what's that, 56, 90, almost 150 lures. That is insane. That is actually insane. So I'm pumped. Good experiment, worthwhile. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below and tell me what your favorite lure is to fish with. Because I think I need to go and buy some real equipment after this. There's a lot of random stuff here. But thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll talk to you really soon. Cheers and see you guys later.